Hello, I'm Michelle Rubel, Executive Director of Student Life and Athletics for the College of Southern Maryland. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to our annual athletic banquet, where we celebrate the achievements of our athletic programs, coaches, and athletes. This year, our banquet will look a little different because unlike previous celebrations, this one will be virtual. With the onset of COVID, in mid-March, our campuses switched to restricted access. Our spring sports seasons were halted early, and we sent all of our students home to complete their spring semester academic work in a web-based environment. It was tough times for all of us. But no matter, we're here to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments, and it's important to us to do so for the 2019-2020 year. With that, I would like to thank Sarah Williams, Associate Athletic Director, Brooke Bowling, Athletic Coordinator, and several wonderful student athletes who spent many hours putting this banquet together to honor all of you. Thank you. Coaches, thank you for your long hours and commitment to our athletes, their academic success, and development of your athletic programs. It is a huge responsibility to be a coach. You're their trainer, athletic disciplinarian, tutor, counselor, teacher, parent away from home, and in the end, a friend. Thank you for dedicating so much of yourselves to our athletes. Athletes, thank you for choosing the College of Southern Maryland. Thank you for working hard on the field, court, and in the classroom to make your time here a success and to make the College of Southern Maryland a success. We are proud of you and the resiliency you have shown in these difficult times. Best of luck to you wherever you go, and please stay in touch with us. We're here for you. Everyone take good care and be well. Go Hawks!
We begin by wishing and hoping that you and your family are safe and coping with this remote status, the pandemic, and discussions of race and equality. We are here for you, so do not hesitate to reach out to us. Although many of your seasons were abbreviated, we have many things to celebrate. Some of you are graduating and transferring to regional and four-year institutions across the country, and your success is our success. So we applaud you and wish you all the best in your future pursuits. We continue to make improvements to our infrastructure and to our students' academic success. Several of your coaches have been instrumental in refurbishing our fields. We've been slowed a bit by the remote status, but we continue to push forward.
Hi everyone, I'm Coach Z, the head volleyball coach here at CSM. I'm assisted by Neela Turibia-Straka and Kayla Exum. This year's season was a little bit of a roller coaster. We had some ups and we had some downs, and it provided us with a lot of different challenges. But as always, we always had a great group of girls who were persevered and had an excellent season this year, and we ended on a very high note at the Region 20 tournament at Hagerstown, Maryland. As all coaches and players know, there is always a challenge when you have a key position that really needs to be filled, and at the last minute, there's always that one recruit that decides, hey, I'm not coming to CSM, and everybody's jaw just drops. It's like, that one player just gets away from you. And then we also always have those kind of challenges and that horrible feeling of losing players during the season that really made a key impact on the team. But unfortunately, things happen and you end up losing them. But luckily, this year we had a great team of freshman girls who had a positive and persevering attitude combined with multitude of talent and being able to join our one sophomore and overcome these challenges. These challenges proved to be what brought our team together to grow stronger. Although we fell short of finishing our season with an overall 500 record, we finished our season with an 810 record overall, which is a wonderful improvement from last year. We ended up finishing 7th in Maryland JUCO standings, 8th in the Region 20 Division II standings, and 12th in the Region 20 overall. So now let's meet the team. We have a freshman outside hitter and defensive player from St. Charles High School, Skylar Banting. We have a freshman right side and outside hitter from La Plata High School, Sophie Clark. We have a freshman outside hitter from Frederick Douglass High School, Jordan Day. We have a freshman right side hitter from La Plata High School, Kelsey Clue. We have a freshman middle blocker and hitter from St. Charles High School, Mia Eccles. We have a freshman libero and defensive specialist from La Plata High School, Alyssa Gayon. So this year, we chose 2 coaches awards to 2 well-deserved players. Our first award is being given to a player who was willing to sacrifice her comfort on the court for the betterment of her team. This player fought through the challenges of learning a new position despite the difficulty. She took on the role, which made her a great leader on and off the court, and showed the will and determination to achieve the best out of any good or bad situation. She's truly a team player who has achieved many personal and collaborative goals for this team over this past season. She was able to come out within the top of the region in her position with 202 assists, showing that even though it may not have been her primary position, she was able to dominate and come in the top 10 of the region and the conference. She also ended the season with 29 aces, 50 digs, and a positive .130 hitting percentage. Help me in congratulating a freshman from La Plata High School, Kelsey Hanks, as a recipient of our 2020 season Coaches Award. So our second award comes without saying. It's being given to a player who took on the role of leadership and took the meaning of being a team captain to a whole new level. She came into CSM with an open mindset and was able to reach the stars and accomplishments. She never gives up on a task, even if it proves to be frustrating or difficult. She'll continuously find ways and ask questions to make sure that she's able to divide and conquer. She nearly doubled her stats from her freshman to sophomore year, going from having only 34 kills to having almost 80, falling just short by 2 with 78. She also increased her total blocks by nearly 20 and ended the season with a whopping 38 total blocks, with 26 of those being solo. She increased her hitting percentage from .162 to .219 and ended the season with 78 kills. Within the region and conference, she holds the 5th and 6th ranking of all players in solo blocks and holds similar rankings for total blocks. She was also named a 2019-2020 NJCAA Division II All-Region 20 honorable mention, along with being selected for the NJCAA Division II 20 All-Tournament Volleyball Team, which is a great accomplishment and a great honor, and I am so proud. So please help me in congratulating our Lone Star sophomore from La Plata High School, middle hitter and middle blocker, Caitlin Clue, for our 2020 season Coaches Award. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Zach Bowman, CSM men's soccer head coach. This year was my first year with the head coaching position. The year before I was the assistant coach. I would like to say that this year was a fantastic year for us. We showed huge improvements in all our numbers across the board. We went from 2 years ago 1-10 to this year being 6-9-1. Out of those 9 losses, 7 of them were by 1 goal, 4 of them in overtime. So our record could have swung either way. We set some individual goals this year with less goals against, more goals for, and overall just a better style of play. And we reached every single one of them this year, which was awesome. Showed huge improvement. I'm going to go ahead and take this time to acknowledge our second-year players who are moving on. First is Hayden Gould, who was our captain in center mid. He showed a lot of leadership for the younger kids. He actually transferred in from a Division III school, so he had a lot of experience and was able to explain to the younger guys what it really takes to take that next step. Stephen Larson, he's actually a third-year player. His second year, he ended up having an injury and wasn't able to play, but he came back this year. Huge leader, played outside mid for us, big minutes, big goals, and gave a lot of insight for his coaching staff and the players on some of the things that go on at CSM. Antone Perry was another transfer in, explosive, fun player to watch, played outside mid, center mid for us, lots of goals, lots of good tricks. So lastly, Nathaniel Morrison, probably one of the biggest assets for our team this year. He changed positions from forward his first year to a defender. We were low on defenders this year, and he took the initiative and decided to come to us and say, hey, whatever the team needs, I want to be there, I want to be on the field. And we took the time with him and changed him into an outside defender, and he did fantastic for us. I'm going to go ahead and just acknowledge the first-year players. We have Milton Martinez, midfielder, Johan Odrago, forward, Brady Tippett, defender, JC Torres, defender, Rodrigo Cruz, midfielder, Eric Brookhart, midfielder, defender, Jawan Butler, forward, Joey Walsh, defender, midfielder, Jared Lee Pixton, our goalie. He did a fantastic job this year. Logan Miller, forward, center mid. He did fantastic this year. A lot of goals, a lot of assists. Gabe Ikniowski. Gabe had probably one of the most exciting seasons for me. He was able to really show what he has from beginning to end. He started off a little slow and then slowly but surely kind of turned it on and probably was, if not the most explosive player by the end of the season. And sadly, he is moving on to University of Maryland. He got accepted to their engineering program, so we're very happy with that. Lastly, Justin Miller, forward, scored a lot of goals for us this year. Very strong. I don't even know if we really pulled him out very often. He ended up getting honorable mention for all region. Lastly, I want to go ahead and acknowledge these 2 players. Our 2 team awards for the year. These 2 guys, I was able to coach both the years, first year assistant coach, second year as head coach, and was really able to get to know these guys. Huge leaders for the team, for the program. The first one's Roger Lamard. He is receiving our utility award. Very quiet player, very, very subtle with his movements and playing style, and it was awesome this year. He, like Nathaniel, took the initiative and told us that wherever he can be on the field, he wants to be there. And when we had injuries, he went from midfielder to forward to center back, outside back. The only place he didn't play this year was goalie. So he did a fantastic job, and I saw a huge improvement from year 1 to year 2 with him. He took the time in the offseason to lead the guys and put them through workouts, so that was great. Secondly, we have Brandon James, another second-year player that I had for both years. He was our defensive player of the year. He showed the biggest improvement out of everybody from year 1 to year 2. You could see from year 1 his potential and how good he could be as a defender. Not very often did he get beat 1v1. He needed to learn a little bit more about the game, and that's what we took the time during the offseason to do. He took the initiative and went ahead and put on some weight, added speed to his game, and it showed results in his second year. He was huge for us. That back line, like I said, one of our goals was to lower our goals against, and he was one of the big reasons for that. So I want to thank those two and congratulate them for great seasons and great 2 years at CSM. Lastly, I just want to go ahead and thank Brooke, Sarah, Michelle, just for all their support this season. It was fantastic. Transitioning from assistant coach to head coach, and I really appreciate all their help with that. Lastly, everyone just stay safe, continuing to take care of your families and yourself, and hopefully be back on the field next year.
Hello all. It's so great that even in these challenging times that we are able to give recognition to our 2019-2020 athletes. Thank you, athletics, for putting this together. As quickly as the season started, it has come to an end. I'm proud of what we have accomplished together this season. Real quick, some quick bullets of summary of our season. We advanced to the Region 20 tournament through a play-in game with a 1-0 victory over Hagerstown. We managed to play in the semifinals of the tournament, where unfortunately we fell. But our season finished with a 5-8 overall record, going 3-5 in Maryland JUCO and 4-6 in the Region 20 games. A marked improvement from the year before, as well as having 4 of our players named to the 2019-2020 NJCAA Division I All-Region 20 teams. Regardless of our season's record, we enjoyed big victories and emotional defeats. In the end, the measures of success are not the statistics of wins, rather they are the friendships, lessons, and maturing that are the results of effort, selfless commitment to the team, and dedication to personal betterment. Before I recognize the team, I would like to give a special thank you to our team manager, Jordan Griffith. She kept our stats during the season, trained with the team, and even offered her time after training to continue working with players. Now to our roster. Sophomore goalkeeper from Chopticon, Camille Cooley. All Region 20 Division I honorable mention, sophomore midfielder from Grace Christian, Carly Cohen. Freshman forward from North Point, Courtney Edelin. All Region 20 Division I first team, sophomore defender from Huntingtown, Cassidy Barnett. Freshman midfielder from Patuxent, Lila Bigar. All Region 20 Division I second team honors, sophomore forward from Westlake, Maui Giannon. Sophomore midfielder from Leonardtown, Rowan Wright. All Region 20 Division I second team honors, freshman midfielder from North Point, Anna Benitez. Freshman forward from Bladensburg, Jennifer Nanosi. Freshman defender from Waldorf, Ashley Tyson. Freshman defender from McDonough, Brianna Mendoza. Freshman defender from North Point, Kiara Hayes. I would like to say that this particular player stepped up in a big way for the Hawks. She took her role as captain seriously. Though she may not have had the strongest stats on the team, her successes came in other ways. She was not afraid to confront team concerns head on and offer in finding resolutions. She did her best to keep the team together during our most challenging trials. Off the field, she is a high energy, lively, and bubbly individual. She is those things on the field also, but the bubbly turns into focused and fierce. Above all else, she is a model student. It is my pleasure to award the Coaches Award to sophomore defender from La Plata, Samaya Lowe. This young lady, quiet as a mouse, with the heart of a lion. In the 2 years that I have had the pleasure of coaching her, I have not once heard her complain about a single thing. She used every moment to better her game and always gave 100%. At times I would ask her to step in and play positions she was not accustomed to playing. She would give me a look like, "Oh God, coach, really?" And without speaking a word, she would head out on the field. Most players, when knocked down, they need a second to rev back up. Not her. She would pop back up and kick it into next gear. It was truly amazing to watch. She has grown so much as a player, and for that, I would like to award the Coaches Award for Most Improved to sophomore midfielder from Lackey, Adriana Ward. I'd like to personally thank Brooke and Sarah for all of their hard work and support. They both went above and beyond for the coaching staff and the players. No amount of thank you could ever measure up to truly express how grateful I am to have had them in my corner. Thank you, Michelle, for being a pillar of support. You helped me survive my first year of recruiting. I'd like to thank my assistant coach, Gary. Thank you for your endless commitment, your wisdom, and for being a great friend. It has been an honor coaching with you. And lastly, to all of our athletes, a quote from Pele: "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." Thank you.
Before we get into this year's cross-country teams review and awards, I would like to, a group of people that I would like to thank. They are the frontline people who are combating this virus that has temporarily disrupted all of our lives, especially the student nurses from CSM who have volunteered to help. Now, the cross-country team would also like to thank Dr. Murphy and his school administration for their support of all the athletic teams here at CSM. We'd also like to thank those in the athletic department who put the time, effort, and understanding in support of the athletic teams here at CSM, particularly Michelle Rubel, Sarah Williams, Brooke Bowling, and Andrea Sherman. We'd also like to thank the academic monitors and the study hall monitors on all the campuses. Now, we cannot forget the men's side of the team support staff, who are referred to as the Chris's. Chris Zimmerman, the cross-country team's academic mentor, and Chris Cox, the sports information intern, who was always able to write up the website articles in a timely manner and also put a good spin on all the team results. There is one important person that the team would also like to thank, and that is, as I ever so often like to call her, younger Coach K, Kia Smith, the team's assistant coach. Having her around afforded us the ability to have two workouts at the same time on two different campuses. With class and work schedules as varied as they had been this year, it made it easier to get everyone's workout in while still maintaining some semblance of my sanity. Now, we cannot forget the most important group of people, and that is the parents, and the grandfather, and an assistant coach's boyfriend. Since we do not have any home meets, they have traveled all over the region to watch the team run, and have helped encourage the team no matter how they performed. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I also like to thank you two for the endless hours of entertainment. especially the 51,743 do-it-yourself haircut videos, approximately. The 2019 cross-country team has some up and downs. The ups, though, definitely outnumbered the downs. We ended up quadrupling the size of the women's team to 4, equaling the most women to compete on a cross-country squad in school history. The team competed in 6 meets this year against some of the top colleges and junior colleges in the region. The first meet also gave the guys a chance to compete against who would eventually become the NCAA Division III national champ. The Goucher Cross Country Classic garnered a first for the women's team, with Brittany Douglas and Sierra Walker finishing first and second. Not to be outdone, Brianna Douglas also finished with some hard work, finishing ninth. The women's team never had a 1-2 finish in the same meet in school history, but also with having a 9th place finish, some teams wondered who that team was in the black uniforms. The Region 20 and Maryland JUCO meets was held at Hagerstown in almost perfect running conditions. The men ran well in the middle of the pack, with Nate Maldonado's Munoz running close to his personal record, while Brandon Hardy started with the leaders, but his enthusiasm cost him as he drifted back, but still finished well. For the second year, Sierra Walker earned Division I honors and also All-Maryland JUCO honors by finishing 5th overall and 4th in the Maryland JUCO section while running her personal best. Brittany Douglas also earned All-Maryland JUCO honors as well by finishing 6th in that portion of the race, with Brianna Douglas finishing 9th and Gabby Wilson taking 16th. Now let me introduce the individuals of the men's team. Nate Maldonado Munoz of Calvert High School and Brandon Hardy of Chopticon High School, who is not here, who has decided to enter the military. Now the individuals of the women's team is Sierra Walker from North Point, who is a consistent leader for the team this year. Brittany Douglas, a 2019 graduate of Calvert High School, became the 3rd fastest female in school history in both the 5K and 6K distance. Brianna Douglas, Brittany's much younger twin sister, became the 5th fastest female in school history. Gabby Wilson, or as I like to call her sometimes, Mini-Me, was homeschooled and actually graduated a year ahead of time. Now, Sierra Walker, a 2018 North Point graduate and sophomore from White Plains, who is contemplating matriculating to St. Mary's College, strengthened her position as the 2nd fastest woman at the 5K and 6K distance in school history. The Dean's List honoree also earned an NJCAA All-Academic as a freshman and is a member of the 3.0 Club. Sierra was the captain of the women's team this year, who has learned that summer is the time where you can put the work in to gain the rewards during the championship season, and is this year's most valuable athlete for the women. Nate Maldonado Munoz made a smooth transition to the 8K distance of collegiate running, with a couple near misses of his personal record during the season and some very smart pacing in the later meets, and is this year's most valuable athlete for the men. In all my years of coaching, I've never had an individual run his personal record in every race that we competed in during the season until this fall. Gabby Wilson is our most improved runner. Now, John Wooden, some of you heard of him, the others you can just Google him, had his pyramid success. And at the top of the pyramid is the ultimate block that every athlete should strive for, and that is competitive greatness. And I quote, "This is the real love for the hard battle, knowing that it offers the opportunity to be at your best when your best is required," end quote. This is what cross country is all about. Now, I would like to conclude this with what I sign off in every email that I've been sending out to our team members. Practice social distancing, wash your hands often, get some exercise, and please stay safe. Go Hawks!
Hey there, I'm Alan Hoyt, head men's basketball coach, here to talk about the 2019-2020 season. First I want to do is give thanks, because I forgot it one time in the past, so I always start off with it. First I want to thank my wife for putting up with all the hours I have to put in up at the college. Again, she's fantastic, didn't give me too hard of a time. Next, I want to give thanks to my assistant coaches. Again, a fantastic group of guys that did a great job in practice, at the games, and study hall, all over the place, especially just calming me down and keeping me focused. Coach Chambers, Coach Richards, Coach Jerry, and Coach Brandon did a great job. And I also want to thank Sarah, Brooke, and Michelle. Again, you guys help things go smoothly. Anytime I have a question, you guys are right there to answer it. And so I can keep focused on the guys and get ready for practice and games. This season, we went 12-17. Again, not ideal. This was a really good group, and I really thought we could have competed a little bit further and went a little further. But, sometimes the luck is definitely involved. And, we lost some guys to injuries throughout the season, kind of hampered them. And we started off with only one returner. So we had to incorporate 11 new guys. And that's just tough because in basketball, you really have to trust each other and believe in each other. And, when we walk in the gym in August and we're playing in October, it's a fast time to meld together. So we are involved in a lot of close games, and which is good for us as players and coaches because it gets us ready for, seasons that come up and future games, and being able to be in these games and compete. Just come up a bucket or two short. It was tough, but again, I think we'll be better in the long run for it. Even most importantly, though, this season, we kept everybody eligible. My guys were true student athletes going from the fall into the spring, and it's the first time it's happened in my tenure, and it's great to have the satisfaction that your guys are taking the academics just as seriously as the basketball. We have been close before, but to have all 12 guys get through, it's a great feeling. So all the basketball is fine, but that success right there made this a successful season. So I really want to shout these guys out. First, we'll go to the freshmen. We had a forward, Christoval Mutumbe, another forward, Leo Gordon, a guard, Tayon Richardson Ransom, another forward, Xavier Grants, one more forward, Sean Barclay, and another freshman guard, Armand Williams. Again, great group of freshmen. They did a great job this year. Can't wait to see them this summer as they keep getting better for next year. Sophomores, we had number 20, Amir Lawrence. Did a great job for us. Number 21, Kyle McAllister. He was our only returner. Great kid, reliable, really improved over his 2 years. And, hopefully the freshman coming back can have that same impact that he had over his 2 years. We had a freshman. Okay, I kept him with the sophomores. Deshae, number 0, a guard. He'll be transferring out. He's got a couple schools he's narrowed it down to. He'll make his decision hopefully in a couple weeks. And he'll graduate after taking a few more classes. Sophomore, Rick Godwin, the best shooter in the league, made 103 threes this season. Great kid, did well in the classroom. He'll be attending St. Mary's College in the fall. And another sophomore, Leland Eccles. Leland was one of our most consistent players academically and on the basketball court this season. Leland averaged about 18 points a game, made over 30 threes, had our most dunks. Truly special player. He's going to be attending Bowie State in the fall. He was our Offensive Player of the Year. And I'm excited for him in his next step. And the last guy, he was our hardest worker. Devin Thomas, number 5, is a freshman guard. He'll be coming back next year. He's what all coaches want. Again, he leaves it all out there. He tries his hardest. He tries to win every sprint. He wants to guard the best player. And he's really come a long way. Devin actually was with us a few years ago and was going to redshirt. It didn't really work out. But he didn't quit. He kept fighting, and now he's better than ever, and he had a great season. He's going to be our Defensive Player of the Year, and I can't wait to see what he can do for us next year. Thanks, guys, for having me. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope to see you guys soon.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for allowing me to speak to you today for the 2019-2020 season for the CSM Women Basketball Program. We finished with a record of 11-14 overall. We went into the NJCA Division II Region 20 tournament as a 6th seed. We had 2 players that finished top of the national leaderboard. Amaya Yancey, for the 2nd year in a row, finished 1st in the nation in assists, as well as Kirsten Hamilton finished 4th in the nation in 3-point field goal percentage. We had 4 players this year that made the 3.0 club in the fall semester: Caroline Lawrence, Shanice Lewis, Amaya Yancey, and Caitlin Clue. Even though we didn't achieve that goal of winning the championship, we felt we were successful in a lot of other major areas. We're just helping our program grow, and then also helping our sophomores move on to 4-year programs. Amaya Yancey signed with the University of Rio Grande in Ohio, and Caitlin Clue committed to St. Mary's College in St. Mary's, Maryland. Now let me introduce you to our outstanding players in our program. Sophomore guard from Parkdale High School, Amaya Yancey. Sophomore center from La Plata High School, Caitlin Clue. Freshman guard from Richmond, Virginia, Shanice Lewis. Freshman guard from Sterling High School, Amani Holloway. Freshman guard from Stafford High School, Mackenzie Wilson. A freshman guard from St. Charles High School, Jayla Savoy. A sophomore forward from Stafford High School, Joy Houston. A freshman forward from Stafford High School, Caroline Lawrence. And a freshman guard from Great Mills High School, Kirsten Hamilton. So now that I've introduced our players, now let me recognize our special award recipients. A very special young lady and a student athlete that has just been a staple to our program and to all the other programs here at the College of Southern Maryland. This young lady has grown tremendously and is a true example of a student athlete, an amazing student, amazing athlete, amazing person. Just lights up the room when she walks in. She will be missed, but never forgotten, because she's left a mark on our program. Our Outstanding Academic Achievement Award goes to Caitlin Clue, sophomore center from La Plata High School. Now, our next recipient, she has been a true light to our program. Her dedication and determination to make our program better with her leadership skills at the point guard position. She has averaged and just really took the national leaderboard in a lot of the statistical categories by storm. She was a 2018-2019 third team All-American. She's made the All-Maryland JUCO teams in both her freshman and sophomore year, as well as her region 20 teams in both her freshman and sophomore year. Our Outstanding Athletic Achievement Award goes to Amaya Yancey, sophomore point guard from Parkdale High School. Now, our last recipient, as a freshman, has just taken the league by storm, was a force to be reckoned with on a nightly basis in the league. One of the top scorers, top rebounders in our league, was an intricate part of our success this season. A strong academic kid, puts in the work, the dedication, and hard work in the classroom, as well as in on the court on a nightly basis. As a freshman, was named to the All-Maryland JUCO Honorable Mention Team, as well as the All-Region 20 Honorable Mention Team. She had 14 double-doubles this season, averaged a double-double on the season, 20 points and 12 rebounds. This kid has just been a tremendous force, and I look forward to coaching her in the 2020-21 season as a returner, as a sophomore and leader. Our Freshman of the Year award goes to Caroline Lawrence, freshman forward from Stafford High School. And as I end this presentation, I want to give special thanks to everyone that supports the program. I want to give special thanks to all the award recipients and all the coaches here at the College of Southern Maryland. I ask everyone to stay safe, and congratulations to the award recipients. Take care.
CSM's baseball team had a strong start to the season, tallying an 11-5 record through the first third of the scheduled season, including a win against nationally ranked Delaware Tech. With a promising start to the season, the team had its eyes set on a deep playoff run. Despite a smaller roster size than the teams we compete against, our players hung tough and represented the CSM well, continuing to make strides and grow as baseball players. As a head coach, I feel fortunate that I had this group of players because they all had a dedication to improving every day, and that is a trait that will carry them well in baseball, in school, and in life. While I am disappointed to see our successful season cut short, the players have left behind a legacy of hard work for our 2021 team to carry on next year. To the players moving on from the program, thank you for your dedication both on and off the field. You have helped make it a season that I will remember for all the right reasons, and I anxiously look forward to another great season with the players who plan to return. Now let me introduce the players to you. Sophomore pitcher from St. Charles, Dylan Bell. Freshman pitcher from Colonial Forge, Sam Benson. Redshirt freshman pitcher from Inspiration Academy, Jacob Caldwell. Freshman catcher from Inspiration Academy, Louis Calvo. Sophomore pitcher from Southern, Richard Cosgrove. Redshirt freshman outfielder from McDonough, Austin Dalton. Freshman outfielder from West Deptford, Dawson Dickman. Sophomore infielder from McDonough, Trevor Drummond. Freshman catcher from Inspiration Academy, Oscar Flores. Freshman infielder from Bishop McNamara, Brian Henson. Freshman infielder from Friendly, Marvin Hernandez. Freshman outfielder from Colonial Forge, Preston Long. Freshman outfielder from Inspiration Academy, Adam Masaryk. Sophomore catcher from Gwynn Park, Sean Mason. Freshman outfielder from Inspiration Academy, Jesus Moscat. Sophomore catcher from McDonough, Peyton Myers. Redshirt freshman pitcher from Inspiration Academy, Brandon Pelletier. Sophomore infielder from Union, Zachary Roll. Freshman infielder from McDonough, Austin Sims. Freshman infielder from Colonial Forge, Jordan Toriak. Freshman infielder from Inspiration Academy, Eli Wilhelm. And freshman pitcher from Spring Grove, Ethan Zorball. Our team awards, outstanding position player this year is Trevor Drummond. Trevor has been a steady force both on and off the field for 2 years and has accepted any role thrown his way. From playing excellent defense at a demanding position to expanded duty as a pitcher, he has been a steady force in the lineup and even accepting of off-field duties for the advancement of the team and the college itself. Trevor tallied an excellent .986 fielding percentage, led the team in hits, had the second highest strikeout percentage on the team as a pitcher. He carried his dedication into the classroom as well and plans to return to CSM in the fall for another year with us. Congratulations, Trevor. Our outstanding pitcher goes to Ethan Zorball. Ethan is the epitome of the word competitor and brings a professional approach to every game. He has quickly adjusted to the collegiate level of competition and has accepted a heavy workload this season both on and off the mound. He played every position for us in the field, rose to the challenge of leading the pitching staff by finishing in the top 5 of Maryland JUCO in both wins and earned run average. Ethan also plans to return to CSM in the fall with an eye towards another strong season. Congratulations, Ethan. I would like to thank the assistant coaches who have helped me in a variety of ways this season, Todd Snell and Brad Sullivan. Without their dedicated service to the program, we would not be as strong a team as we have become. Thank you to Sarah Williams and Brooke Bowling for all the hard work behind the scenes to keep each and every program running. The work they do for all the athletes here is remarkable. Thank you to Andrea Sherman for keeping our program financially afloat. Thank you to Michelle Rubel for her support and guidance along the way. She has been an excellent mentor in my time here at CSM. And finally, thank you to the parents for the support you gave us along the way. Thank you all.
Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Collins and I'm the head softball coach here at CSM. It is an honor to speak to you about our program. I would like to start off by saying thank you to the coaches, trainers, athletic administrators, specifically Michelle, Brooke, Sarah, and Andrea. I would also like to thank our parents of all the athletes for their unwavering support throughout the fall, winter, and spring seasons. Most importantly, I would like to thank our assistant coaches Amber Whalen and Brock Rubel. Without their help, this season would not have been possible. Unfortunately, we were only able to compete in 4 games, concluding with a record of 2-2. During the course of the 4 games, I knew this team was going to do great things. We were on the road to competing for a top 4 slot in the Region 20 tournament. Beginning with the 2020 roster, I would like to introduce Caitlin Colbert. Caitlin is a 2-year student athlete for our program and will be continuing the pursuit of her nursing degree here at CSM with the intent of transferring to Stevenson University. Caitlin led the offense for the past 2 seasons. Just in 4 games this year, she batted .769 with 1 home run and 7 RBIs. She held down center field with a total of 48 catches in 2 seasons. Kelsey Clue also played outfield. Jenna Clark is a middle infielder who will be attending Coastal in the fall. Haley Wood played first base. Rachel Cullison pitched and played outfield. Devin Rubel caught every game this season. Layla Brooks played third. Aaliyah Davis played first and outfield. Madison Turner played outfield. Kirsten Hamilton played outfield. And Michaela Kunow was our utility player who will be moving on to pursue her biology degree at UMBC. I would like to begin by presenting our pitching award. When we began the season, I knew we were going to rely heavily on this player. Our success was completely dependent on her performance in the circle. Not only did she begin the season ranking 2nd in strikeouts with 28 in 4 games, after struggling offensively at the plate her first season, Skylar made huge improvements in the offseason to bring her game full circle. She ranked 2nd in RBIs with 9 and batted .417. Skylar Clark, the future holds great things for you, and I cannot wait for next season. Our MVP has been the backbone of this program for the past 2 years. She has improved her game both offensively and defensively by huge lengths just in the past 2 years. She has a career batting average of .419, and she was ranked first with stolen bases this season with 6, and also did not make an error at all in the 4 games we played. This player is an all-around contributor to the spirit of her sport, her team, and our entire athletic department. She successfully played every game at shortstop with the few exceptions you would find her on the pitcher's mound relieving Skylar. She is one of our most relied on leaders, and her determination to be a better player in person than the day before is something we should all look up to. Our most valuable player is Rachel Polk. Thank you all for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in spring 2021.
Hi everyone, I'm Brooke Bowling, CSM's athletic coordinator, and I am very happy to present this year's 2019-2020 Female and Male Athlete of the Year Award. The athletes who receive this award are nominated by their head coaches for their incredible athletic ability, and winners are voted on by the entire athletic staff based on their accolades. This year's Female Athlete of the Year is a women's basketball player with some extremely impressive statistics over her 2 years at CSM. As a freshman, she averaged 16 points per game, 9.7 rebounds per game, and 8 assists per game. She shot 42.8% from the field, as well as 50.6% from the three-point range. She recorded a career-high 7 triple-doubles and was named NJCAA Player of the Week for the week of December 3rd through the 9th. She finished the season atop the national leaderboards in assists per game and three-point field goal percentage. She was a key piece in helping CSM's women's basketball team win its 2nd Region 20 Division II runner-up award in 18 years. She was named to the 2018-2019 NJCAA Division II Women's Basketball All-American Third Team and the All-Maryland JUCO and All-Region 20 Division II Second Teams. She was named College of Southern Maryland's Female Athlete of the Year in 2018-2019. As a sophomore, she averaged 15.6 points per game, 7.6 assists per game, and 7.3 rebounds per game. For the 2nd year in a row, she led the nation in assists per game. She recorded 5 triple-doubles. She was named to the All-Maryland JUCO Honorable Mention Team and the All-Region 20 Division II Second Team. She was a 2019-2020 All-American nominee. This young woman ended her career at CSM with 823 total points, 405 assists, and 444 rebounds. She also compiled a 40.2 field goal percentage, 43.3 three-point field goal percentage, and a 70.3 free throw percentage. She signed a national letter of intent to attend the NAIA University of Rio Grande to continue her academic and athletic career. The Female Athlete of the Year award goes to Amaya Yancey, sophomore point guard from Washington, D.C. And now for our Male Athlete of the Year. This athlete is the heart and soul of our baseball program and the lone captain of the team. Defensively, he plays the most demanding position in the heart of our infield, shortstop, while he amassed an amazing 986 fielding percentage. A typical middle infielder handles so many tough chances that their fielding percentages are lower than most other defenders, but this young man far and away handles the most chances and is nearly flawless in doing so. Offensively, he shines just as brightly, hitting in the most demanding spot in the order at third position. He led the team in hits and finished top 3 in 7 of the major offensive categories, proving how well-rounded he is at the plate. In addition, he took to the mound often for the team and finished top 5 in 6 of the major pitching categories, showing his importance to the team on the mound. He handles a heavy workload in all 3 facets of the game for our team and excels with all of them. He was leading our team to a fantastic season, spearheading an 11-5 start that was headed towards a deep playoff run. This is his 2nd straight year of outstanding performance, as he was an All-Region 20 award winner last year. He is also a great student, member of the 3.0 Club, and the epitome of everything we want our student athletes at CSM to be. In addition, Coach Michael would add that he is the type of person, player, and student that coaches dream of. It sounds cliche and mimics the type of things always said about good players, but he has been able to play at an exceptional level while handling his studies well, being an ambassador for the school, and being a catalyst for a drastic change in the performance by the team. I hope that when his time comes to an end, that he remembers CSM as fondly as we will remember him and his contributions. The 2019-2020 Male Athlete of the Year goes to shortstop sophomore Trevor Drummond.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Williams. I'm the Assistant Athletic Director here at the College of Southern Maryland, and I have the honor of presenting the Scholar Athlete of the Year Award. The Scholar Athlete of the Year is awarded to a second-year student athlete who has earned a minimum of 36 credit hours with the college and has accomplished the highest cumulative GPA. This student is a hardworking individual who strives to go above and beyond on and off the court. She possesses a love of learning and drive to excel academically, and it shows. She was able to graduate from CSM with 2 degrees, earning the top GPA while performing as a dual athlete on our volleyball and women's basketball teams. This is not an easy task by any means, and she was able to balance it with such great success. With all of this athlete also served in a leadership role as the vice president, and then spring served as the president with the La Plata Campus Student Association. On top of being an excellent student, she is truly an amazing person. If you saw her on campus, you were likely greeted by her huge smile and her genuine kindness and compassion. We are sure her warmth and brightness will follow her to the many places she will go, the first being St. Mary's College, where she will continue her degree in environmental sciences. A great leader, athlete, and student who will be missed this fall, our Scholar Athlete of the Year with a GPA of a 4.0 from our volleyball and women's basketball team is Caitlin Clue.